everybody! It's the program. We're on TV once again.
Once a day, we turn on the machines and we start talking for an hour.
Yeah, here we are again on Sunday.
Yeah.
Hi, Carl.
Hey.
We're sitting on the couch, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
When was the last time you were here?
Yesterday.
Oh, yeah, yesterday. I think that was Saturday. And now we're here. Did you see anything today?
Gabby's board game comic shop was really filled with people, and it was amazing. Like one of the few times that, it's like not without a place to sit down, basically, until like a couple of hours into it when I arrived. It was like, oh yeah, okay, now we got room for, Carl to sit down at a table to play a tabletop board game. But
you almost had no room, huh?
Yeah. I don't know if it's. I'm sure it's good for business, but on another hand, it's like having people sit on floors and whatnot. Sure, it's kind of a somewhat of a weird, interesting dynamic. Having more customers kind of ensures that the business is just that little bit more profitable, though. So
that sounds good.
Throwing people throw money around, and the store throws money around to kind of further its expansion. There was people on the second level. She built this second level maybe less than 6 months ago, and got so many people there. It's like almost like a madhouse of one person right next to another, like sardines.
Madness
in some capacity, but like I say, hey, it must be good for business. So good on her for Gabby to continue to spread out Olympia cards and comics, or Olympic cards and comics, in all different directions at once.
Is it hard to get through? Hard to find a chair?
Yeah, it was hard to find a chair, but
did you have to say, am I using this chair? Can I use things like that?
Yeah.
Were there any
all of the
people?
chairs that I looked at were kind of in use right around
no empty chairs.
The table that my
they need to get some more chairs. What kind of chairs do they even got? They got the folding chairs, or like actual
folding chairs. There's a couple of couches that were in use, and
all the folding chairs were in use, huh? That's a lot of chairs.
Yeah. I was kind of staying close to my specific board game playing group. I could have gone back up to the second floor to look for additional, like a seat or whatever to sit at, but I wanted to kind of stay close to the first floor, back where we used to play board games a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Before the remodel.
Yeah, before the remodel.
So you don't know you don't talk to the whole group. It's one group, your group's doing the specific game model, and you play these ones. What about Joe? You talk to Joe?
Yeah, I haven't seen Joe in a couple of months. But
Joe, where are you?
Oh no, help.
Well,
wherever you are, hopefully you are doing all right. I brought all of the board games, like the Carcassonne and the Power Grid and bootleggers. There's definitely a board game that's styled around the Prohibition era of alcohol. That's kind of a fun board game to play as well. various party games like Apples to Apples, and I just came to the store to play them. I didn't break out any of my games to play, but there would be certainly a cause for that in the future. The more that you go there, the more that the things will kind of go around. Hey, let's play Apples to Apples, Carl. And
no, not that one. That's not a good one to play.
Well, some people enjoy it.
Those people are dumb.
Thank you.
Dumb people. You don't enjoy it.
I do enjoy it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, thank
no,
you.
you don't. You don't enjoy it.
No,
it's okay.
Actually, it's like it's somewhat like interesting. The cards that you're awarded, like the green cards, after a while, the accumulation of green cards. Some people tend to like in the group that I hang out. We tend to read them off.
Okay.
It's like, when the game ends, you get a certain number, like 3 or 5 or 7 or whatever.
9.
Yeah, it's like,
4.
I'm like...
1.
I'm all these different adjectives.
That's what they tell you, but they're lying.
Well, we like to read them off, and it's like, am I really, abusive, cranky, evil, and weird?
Yeah, that's what you. I think the things you said just now, those are probably more indicative of what you're.
We got
hey, we're getting a call.
And someone has ESP. Look at that.
Look at this. Oh, hold on. I gotta plug it in.
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
What? Hello?
What do you think you're doing?
Sitting on the couch. Talking.
We got within the first 10 minutes of the program, so we haven't even rolled the first dice game yet. Sir.
Fucking like I give a fuck.
You don't care about when in the program it is?
Hey.
Yes?
I called to ask you how you figured out the phone was fucked up yesterday.
I think we went back to TCTV. We do that once a month, and then we do the thing where we route the phones to the TV station, then we don't change it back, but then I think...
So you're saying TCTV told you that the phone was messed up?
No, I think Freddie actually did the change.
Do you think that I called TCTV, left a message, it said, text me when the phone is fixed, and nobody fucking did that?
Well, what do you think? They work for you? Who's going to do that?
Oh, what do you think? You work for me? Hey, fuck off.
Well, did you...
I'd like to, but I don't know where you live.
Mr. Ginsu hung up after that comment. He was unhappy about the working for you comment. And then he hung up in anger.
Well, maybe we won't hear from him for maybe
20 minutes.
More minutes. Maybe until the next program.
Yeah, well, he left a message.
Probably the same sort of gist. How did you turn over the phones?
I don't know what he's talking about, really. We did get some messages, though. But I have a feeling we're kind of close to the dice game. I think so. With this new background type, we don't know. I'm still find myself looking into the corner. And maybe I'm just visualizing that old clock. But it's not. I don't know if it's working or not. People visualize the clock all the time to have some kind of sense of time. Freddie sent us a text message. He says, "Don't forget to call the Fish Face Band." Oh yeah, that's right, the Fish Face Band. Let's listen to that message from the Fish Face Band. No, this one. I gotta find this message from. I think it's this one. Yeah, here it is. Oh, there it is, too.
Sweet.
Here we go. Let's get out some pens here. We're going to write down some numbers on our hands between 1 and 6. We're going to be rolling some dice here. We're going to see if we can visualize the future. I'm going to look at my hand. I'm thinking about a number and where I'm going to write it and looking at it and then writing it and then winning, maybe. Okay, here we go. Oh, I threw the pen too far. Carl's getting the cameras ready. Carl, the cameraman. Hey, look, we got our award is here. Our Cream of the County award is here now. See that award? We won. Oh, focus. Focus. Cream of the County award. It's a very Texas small, huh? Best TV show. Your Daily Hour with me. Yeah, we have an award. Great. That's good. We're award winners. Here we go. Two. Wait, is it oh, three? I lost. Two. I have a 6. Here's that fish face man Freddie was talking about here.
Good evening, your daily hour with me. My name is George, and I play in a band called Fish Breath, and I'm calling in response to your message you sent me about leaving a message on your phone.
Uh-huh.
But yes, we will be in Olympia on January 6th, and I would love to discuss the future with you folks.
January 6th?
You can call me back later. You said 10 p.m. That should be fine. I think I'll be in class, but I suppose I will just excuse myself.
Uh-oh, oops. Well, anyway, I'm calling him back. Fish face.
Hey, good to know that you're a student. You know, I'm a student too. Actually,
of life?
Student of life.
Yeah.
Just gotta keep on learning.
What did you learn today?
Call me. Phone number. Call me. I suppose I will just excuse myself.
Hello, George.
What's up? Is this your daily hour with me?
It is.
Welcome to it.
We're on TV.
What's going on?
Where are you in Capistrano Valley?
Sacramento Valley?
Capistrano?
I'm actually from Orange County.
Capistrano.
How did you know?
Capistrano Valley. That's what the phone says.
Oh, really?
Capistrano Valley.
The caller ID.
Yeah, 949. Born and raised.
Capistrano Valley. Well, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Oh, real good, thank you. Have you ever been on TV before?
Could you repeat that?
Have you ever been on TV before?
Yes, once. When I was in Cub Scouts, I was on public access television, and I went to a town hall meeting that they were filming. And, yeah, you could see me, like, I was, like, getting an award for something. I think my whole, like, hack was getting an award. So, like...
Do you remember what the award... What was it? Best patch or whatever it is?
Yeah, it was some patch or some like certificate. I forgot what it was, but yeah, I was on TV for like 10 seconds. But other than that, no. Actually, wait, one other time, I posted this YouTube video, and it didn't like go viral or anything, but like I submitted it to this contest on MTV, and it was on MTV for like a minute. It was a video of like me making a stop motion of these like toy dinosaurs crushing a city.
Great. And so you want to come on the program with your group, your musical group there?
Yes, if that's possible.
Is it a rock?
We're with another band.
Is it a rock band?
Yes, we're a rock and roll band with lots of attitude.
And what day did you want to do it?
January 6th.
What day of the week is that? I don't have a calendar. I've got to get my 2015 calendar.
It might be Monday or Tuesday, which I hope that works.
Oh, it's probably gonna be fine. I'm looking at the other calendar here. It's the 6th. It's a Tuesday. That should probably work. We'll either have you here at the thing, but maybe we could have you at the TCTV studios. Otherwise, we'll have it at the Daily Hour studios. I think we could put
that would be fantastic.
I think we could have put a rock band in here. It would be crammed, but it would be. I think it would work out. Maybe we. It'd
be a true honor.
But either way, and you guys are going to be playing in this town at night?
Yes, at night we're playing with Red Rumsey at McCoy's. It's
McCoy's,
Rumsey,
huh?
The bass player from Unwound's new band.
At nighttime, so maybe we'll get you in. We'll try to get you in the daytime.
How many?
Yeah. If that's possible, that'd be perfect.
Great.
How many band members do you have?
There will be 3 of us, including myself, so 4 total.
But 2 bands.
2 bands. So the other band is a 3-piece. We could do a split set too, if possible.
Yeah. That's probably the best. 7. That's 7 people, and then you can have a you could play at the same time.
Or we could do that. We could all just like jam, and maybe
jam. But just play your individual songs at the same time. Maybe.
Well, we could just two bands playing at the same time, maybe.
Well, I don't know.
And have them filmed
I was just thinking about that.
And then
maybe just one for one thing. Just with 2 bands. I mean, that's things you could do with 2 bands. More than 1 band at a time.
Well, that'd be cool because that'd be like 3 guitar players and 2 bass players and 2 drummers. So it'd be really loud.
That's a lot of stuff.
It'd be like a orchestra.
Yeah.
Like a rock orchestra.
I think that's going to work out. I have to get a calendar. Towards the end of December, I'm always without a calendar for the future, and then I don't have any way to write things down, and it's happening to me again. I need to get a calendar soon. You think?
Oh, because you need the 2015 calendar, right?
Yeah, because you don't think that you want a calendar until the year moves over, because you're like, oh, it's not that month yet, but you really use your calendar more, or at least for me, for future referencing than for current referencing.
Yes, indeed. Maybe you should just ask Santa for Christmas.
That's a good idea.
That'd be a great gift. I'd be really happy. A calendar and some toilet paper would that's like all I need for Christmas.
And you are a fish face?
What?
Fish face?
Fish breath.
Fish breath. And what's the other band?
Sexless.
Sexless?
Yes.
Less? Like no sex?
Like, yes, no sex.
All right. Fish face and sexless. So, you're down for that thing. You got anything else you want to say today on the program? Shout outs?
I don't know.
No?
Not really. But I'm glad to hear from you guys.
Great. Well,
and I enjoyed the show.
If you see,
it's quite a hoot.
Have you watched the show?
I have, yes.
Good. If you see anything on the streets, you can call the number here, and we'll.
Yeah, I might call in the future. I'd love to have another little chit chat.
Yeah, you can call into the future anytime between now and then, also, and we'll talk to you closer to the day. We'll call you back on the program.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Hey, Michael, you want to say anything to the world?
We're on TV.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Michael. Are you part of Fish Face?
Yes, Fish Breath. I am.
Oh, Fish.
How are you?
I asked the other guy, and I said, "Your band is Fish Face, right?" And he said, "No, it's Fish Breath." And then I went down to write it, but then I went down to write it, and then I wrote Fish Face
again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. No, that's good.
Fish Breath. Good. No, I mean, they're either of them is good. I just didn't change. I just wrote the same thing again. Hey, Michael, have you ever been on TV?
I can't say I have. That's kind of a question where I'm like, I feel like I've been there, but I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. Well, hey, it's info time. Thanks, Mike. Or if you want to wait, you can wait, but it's info time.
Yeah, okay, sure, yeah. Here's George, by the way.
Oh, George.
Info time.
Here are answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. You're experiencing it right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me.
Are you
It's
watching TV?
Hyper Live, hour-long call-in television talk show that's on the radio, that's recorded in Thurston County every day of the year, 366 on leap years. YDHWM began on September 19th, 2010. It tapes a week in advance, so you're watching this on Channel 22 at 11:30 p.m. or listening on Low Power FM 106.5. This episode taped the same weekday of the previous week. If you're watching this at 2 a.m., this episode taped the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone can come on the program, especially you. We rely on the community for content, so give us a call at 360-836-4334 and leave a message. We'll call you back on the next episode. Thank you for tuning in, and now back to the program.
Yeah, we're back. You still there, George?
I'm still here.
That was info.
I'm still here.
That was info time.
Info time?
It was info time.
Describes a soundbite.
Yeah, info time. Hey, hey, George, what'd you eat for breakfast?
I had an apple for breakfast.
Like raw, just a straight up one? That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. What did you have for breakfast?
Chicken strips.
Chicken strips?
Chicken strips, yeah. Well,
that sounds good.
Yeah, it was like a skipped breakfast, lunch, chicken strips. Yeah, apples are good. That's healthy. Carl just moved over to veganism. Maybe are you going through with that, Carl? Over here.
Yeah, and I just had vitamins and soy milk.
Vitamins and soy milk. So after becoming a vegan, you're just not eating, pretty much. Is that what's going on?
Well, I had
you gotta eat, Carl.
No,
you can't just be a vegan and not eat anything.
Yeah, I had to kick myself out of the front door. I was like overslept and
get some oatmeal or something.
Well, yeah, but I needed to go out on my day.
Well, is pasta vegan?
Well, yeah, but pasta is probably not vegan.
No,
vegan,
it's got eggs in it, maybe.
Yeah, because it has eggs in it. But I just needed to kick myself out of the front door. I woke up around 11, and I wanted to get to Lacey by 1, and I didn't really make it. But I went as fast as I could. You know, it's like gotta do all the things I do. Yeah.
Hey, do you know how to make cheeses, like vegan cheeses? I'm not vegan, but I've heard about these cheeses made from walnuts and like almonds and stuff.
Yeah,
cool?
Yes. Hickory Farms, back when it was in the Capitol Mall, they had these cheese balls.
But they were vegan. I want them to call it something else. Like I'm upset that the vegetarian vegan community is like calling this stuff like the same things. Instead of calling it cheese, they should make up a new word for it. Because I don't want to eat an alternative to cheese. Well, I want to eat, I would eat a new thing. What is this new thing? Let me try this new thing. But not like cheese alternative. I don't want that. It seems I'd rather eat the new thing.
Well,
what would you call it?
I don't know what it is really, but anything
walnut
other.
Fat?
Maybe some creative name that takes some thinking, but anything other than the like alternative to what it is. But it's like you can make up a word for it. I don't know how people make up those food words, but they do somehow. Whenever you make up a new food, it probably doesn't happen very much. But who made up there's like lasagna or something, but that's like a really old word, probably from like the.
I totally agree with you. I hate, have you ever had fake crab, quote unquote fake crab?
No. I've had that. It's not too bad. I mean, they put it in like the sushi and stuff, and it's just like, but why don't they call it something else, like fish cakes?
It's like a fish. Why do they have to call it fake crab? That's like, I feel like that's demeaning to the fish and the crab,
Yeah, I think it's like flavored. I think it's like it's like they like pulverize it and then like reform it somehow into a fake crab like structure, so it's not just like the fish straight up, it's like a fish product.
Well, it looks like painted too, they like paint the crab red or the fish red or whatever. It has that look to it.
I think it's
reconstituted. Sure that's what they're going for.
I think it's they like grind it all up and then somehow like gel it back together and then put that little bit of crab color on there. And if they
like
called
seafood spam.
Yeah, fish cakes or something. Yeah. I think, that crab thing, that's weird. Great.
Well, Carl, I salute you to being vegan. That's a tough thing to do.
Well,
yeah, I don't know if he's
doing
it for real though.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't really, tend to eat a lot of stuff, but then I eat.
He eats entire blocks of cheese.
Well, then I eat so much of it at once.
So no blocks of cheese since the vegan thing?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I didn't have any cheese in my.
What have you been eating in general? I mean.
Well, like cooking rice on my stove.
Just rice?
Well, yeah.
Salt?
Potatoes.
Rice and potatoes? Starch?
Yeah.
Starches. You gotta eat certain like nuts or something.
Yeah, and vegetables.
Nuts and vegetables.
Yeah.
We should get that raw food person in here. Well, hey, George, we got some messages. You want to stay? You can stay on the line if you want, or we can let you go. We're gonna listen to some messages next.
You know what? I'll just let you go on with your business.
All right, thanks, George. Bye. We'll see you in January. Goodbye.
All right, take care.
Peace.
There it goes. Here's Mr. Ginsu. He left a message. This was before he got mad and hung up. And now what do? We listen to his message. Maybe he's gonna be mad or something.
What do you think you're doing?
Well, there's another soundbite.
Yeah.
For Kenny to play at TCTV.
Oh yeah, we should.
Or Freddie. Did I say Kenny?
We should load those
Freddie.
up.
Freddie to play at TCTV. Sorry, your respective, individuals, Kenny and Freddie.
Hey, program. This is Freddie.
Hey, Freddie.
I'm calling about some production and news from the past. Just up to the website, and I saw that 3 years ago today was the day that we first got our very first clock. We were in the downtown studio.
Wow.
And the clock was just a circle with a line through it that rotated for an entire hour. So that was 3 years ago, episode 445, which means we went for 445 episodes without having a clock that could tell us how long the show had been going.
Oh.
That's over a whole year of the show.
Whoa.
I mean, we had Clock Cam. That was what we'd been using before, but just thought you might enjoy that interesting little tidbit.
That is good.
Feel free to call me back. Talk to you later.
Clocks and no clocks going back and forth between the two. That is interesting. Here, let's call Freddie back. Did you were here? You never were here without a clock, right? This is the first time you were clockless. So you don't remember?
Oh yeah. No, when we were within range of Garfield Elementary, you had clocks then, I'm sure.
When we started.
Hey, program.
Hey, Freddie. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm at that Obsidian place. Listen, there's a band. It's can you tell who it is? It's Agatha.
Agatha, I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, I don't really know, but there we go. That's a little better. I was not actually inside the band area. We were just doing drawing club, and it happened to be playing in there. So.
We're
on our program.
We're talking about clocks.
Clocks? Oh, yeah. The anniversary of the clock.
Yeah, the first time when we started the show, like for the first couple of days, I forgot about clocks entirely, and then would be like, "Oh no, what time did we start the show? I didn't even time it well at all."
Yeah, that's right. I remember that, and sometimes that I remember being on a couple of video episodes where that even was the case, and we went on, well over a couple times, like maybe 7 minutes into it. And I think maybe we even looked at the clock at the beginning, but then just forgot about the clocks entirely, like halfway through the show.
Yeah, when we would forget, and then we would go, "Oh, how long is it?" And then we would just have to guess entirely. It was just a guess.
Yeah, and it's pretty much. It's surprising how well the human body has an internal clock, as you might put it.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of tell when it's been. About an hour. Like about an hour is a pretty accurate in terms of it's like maybe you went over 7 minutes once, or like you cut it off maybe like 4 minutes early, but it was never more than like 10 minutes difference. Like you got within 10 minutes of the hour every single time, which I think is a pretty impressive thing when you're just doing it with sort of like a feeling.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, it's time for the second dice game.
Oh, great. Halfway through the program.
Yeah.
Did you notice I changed out the background tape again, too?
Oh, did you? It's,
That's phase 3. How's it working out?
Oh, it's better. I didn't even notice, but the 4 is visible. The YDHWM logo in the bottom corner is a little bit cut off still, but you can definitely see the upper right text.
Okay, maybe they move that up a little bit. Also, the commercial, the ending of the commercial works better with the overlays and has a smooth transition into the circle. So
great. Hey, what number did you pick?
I'll pick a 3.
3. What is it? 356? Is that what it is, Carl? Oh, 356. You won. I got 500 points also. So did Carl,
cool.
Didn't you? Or no, you have a 2. Carl's a 2. Yeah. Great.
Good.
Yeah, the clock. No clocks, and then we had a clock, and we were doing clock cam because that's how we were doing the time.
Now we don't have a clock. No more clock. Not even we got a clock cam, but we don't have any. I
still like to call it clock cam. Did you know about clock cam, Carl?
No.
Because that's what you use every day is clock cam. Because that's what we used to say when we wanted to do like close-ups of stuff. We're like, oh, let's go to clock cam.
Oh yeah.
And then
I think even when there's no clock, you still call it clock cam.
Yeah. It's like it's vestigial.
Right, the dice cam is actually clock cam, Carl.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, believe it or not, Kenny was kind of like, I'm not totally used to not having the clock on the screen anymore. Before he listened to your message, I thought that was kind of strange.
I think that's part of why we're talking about clocks now is because we recently went back to no clock.
Yeah.
Right. I think it was. To me, I just was surprised that it took us over 365 days to get the clock.
Yeah, well, there was nobody to tell us to get a clock. There was no. One day, did you or one of us was just like, maybe we should have a clock. Well, we were doing background tape before the clock, though, right?
Oh yeah, we had a background tape for a long time. I think we had a background tape going on from, well within like halfway through the first year, I would say.
Yeah, even the background tape, though, I distinctly remember thinking about, we're like, what do we have with this background tape thing? And that was an innovation, and now it's just the normal thing. But even to do that, it's the director. The background tape is the director of the program.
Digital director, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, VCR.
Yeah, it tells us when to do things. That's what I think a director does. And so we're doing that stuff, and then we got a clock, and it took a while for the clock. We were playing the dice game before or after the clock. Which one? I think probably clock first, right?
Dice game wasn't until like a long time after that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like years, maybe. I wonder when we gotta find the dice game. Yeah, we could go back and find all these things and do our own holidays like Clock Day and Dice Day, Effects Day.
Oh yeah, yeah. The anniversaries. There's another one tomorrow. Actually.
What is it?
I'll tell you. It's yesterday was the day 4 years ago that we got a very interesting and unique voicemail message from Mr. Ginsu.
Oh, what?
Oh,
wow. When was that?
Or it was in 2010, so whenever that was. It must 4 years ago, right?
In 2010, so we called in within the first 2 months.
Yeah, so he was very early. We didn't talk to him on that day, but that was the day when his voice was on for the very first time.
What?
Wow.
Oh, I guess we should find that tomorrow. We can probably find it. Not too hard.
Yeah, I've got it. It's on. It's 80-something. Let's see. It's.
We could probably find it in the. We could probably find it in the messages, though.
Oh, no, because that was during our Skype time. The furthest back Mr. Ginsu message is...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we can't even get back to those.
Yeah, we'll have to play them from the program or something.
Yeah.
Is the tape's probably behind us, though, right? Or was that before
what?
tape? That was before we were keeping tapes, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Dang. That's really digging into the archives there.
Yeah, that's going way back.
Well, you just kind of got to do it. They're all linked together, so I post every single episode on the website the day of the year. So the newest episode we have up on YouTube, and then I post the episodes from the same day in the previous years all up on the website.
Oh, yeah.
So
there was a thing from yesterday where you suggested that we do 2 years, or 1 year ago on the commercial, and I think that's a good idea because they could say, like, coming up at 2 a.m., right?
Yeah, you would say either coming up at 2 a.m. or I would think maybe a better thing would be like, let's take a look back into the past. Here's tomorrow from a year ago or something like that.
I think maybe both of those things.
Do you think we should do both tomorrow and the year at tomorrow a year ago?
Oh, well, I think that the one on the episode should be the one from 2 a.m. because it's still a year ago, about give or take a day, and we can say coming up at 2 a.m.
Yeah, but see, for the YouTube viewers, what we would do is we would put a link to the episode from a year ago, and it wouldn't necessarily. I mean, it could be at 2 a.m. That's good. That's a good point.
We could
then
either way. Maybe we could move something so that it fits everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
what?
We could move like the episodes on TV or on the internet, so that way the 2 a.m. episodes on the YouTube and TV and coming up a year in the past, everything lines up. We can make that happen.
Yeah, we can make it happen. And this is a little crazier, but Kirsten had a suggestion about like putting the episode, the commercial from the 11:30 episode inside the 2 a.m. episode somehow, which I think I would have to use like an MPEG editor, but I think I could maybe do it.
I mean, that would work. That would be a lot of effort on your part for, but if you want to do that, that's fine, but I think that's kind of a lot of effort.
Whichever, yeah, I was just thinking because the 2 a.m., I think we get a lot of 2 a.m. viewers, and then sometimes they might want to call in about things that are going on in the present program, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because then, none of the 2 a.m., the people who just view at 2 a.m., none of them probably knew even that the Cream of the County Awards was happening.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm fine. I'm fine if you want to do that, but I think it's a lot of work.
Well, at second thought, I don't think I'm going to, because then I just realized if they're watching it on TV, then there actually is the commercial. It just plays after the episode. So that's actually, maybe I don't need to do that.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot easier just to make it happen before or after, like, or I mean, I don't know how hard it would be to play 11:30 episode at 3 a.m.
The 11:30 episode at 3 a.m. That would,
just like twice, but I don't know if that's ridiculous, but it's.
Yeah, maybe that'd be fine. We could ask Bill; he'd probably be okay with it.
I mean, it wouldn't. I don't think it would be any more. I don't know if that's like taking up a lot of space, but we don't even need to really talk about that. But
who really watches?
Maybe the only show that's on 3 hours a day every day then.
Yeah, but people who watch at 3 a.m. I mean, they're people who are staying up until 2 a.m. already, and they're going to watch a 2 a.m. episode. So
yeah,
maybe they're already going to be doing the next thing, because the logic behind the 2 a.m. episode was what is on at 2 a.m. and there's nothing. So the 3 a.m. is kind of like really nothing, double nothing.
Yeah.
Because then at 4, the next day starts with the news and everything for your next day. So at 4 a.m. there's actually a good amount of TV, like Good Morning America, all that stuff starts at 4 o'clock. So if we did that, then we would give the TV audience a 24-hour experience.
Whoa, that's a lot of time. And also that might mess with the sleep patterns of some of our, viewers.
Oh, yeah, maybe I don't know if we should. Yeah, it's delicate. It's a delicate thing we're messing with. Hey, it's time for a commercial break.
What? Already? I can't believe that's always off when it goes in the commercial.
Oh. Coming up in the next episode of the... Uh-oh. Oops.
Turn the
I messed it up anyway. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's
I've never even seen that before. Hey, it's the commercial.
Yes. Hello. We're in the commercial right now.
There was a crazy effect that we didn't even see before.
That's
Freddy's
right.
on the phone.
You'll be watching this episode, which is Monday, which I'm in, and we talk about all kinds of stuff, including possibly some science.
Thanks for calling in.
Trees.
4 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Mr.
Pink,
Ginsu called in 4 years
pink,
ago.
green,
Colors.
psychology,
11:32 a.m. Mr. Ginsu's time, phone time, anniversary.
manic
Used to be on
stuff.
TV too.
360-836-4384. Dudes.
What?
We might be playing less next year.
Like, during the commercial break now, are we going to have to start talking to last year?
Yeah, we would start talking to last year.
And, like, but all the other commercial breaks aren't going to make sense.
I don't know. It's going to be a little weird.
It'll be weird. Like, all the other ones that we've, like, especially from now and from last year, like, now to last year, it'll make the least sense. Because we'll have known about it on the program, but not in the past. You know?
Oh, sorry. I came back inside and I can't. Let me walk back outside. It's hard to hear you.
So
say that one more time.
It's going to be especially weird for starting from the day we change it 1 year back, because we're going to know about it here in the present, but not in the past. So
exactly.
It's going to be a whole year of catching up to the commercials, which is fine with me.
Right. It's not going to affect any of the episodes that have already been made. That's fine, you know. And then, and then once it gets to a year from when we make the change, then it gets weird, because on 2 a.m. it's talking about the year from that last year, which is totally fine.
So we're going to be saying, hi last year.
Yeah,
we're here in the present.
But the weird thing is, it's going to be what happened the day after the day that you're in the present a year ago. Tomorrow's 2 years ago, or 1 year ago tomorrow.
Whoa. That's heavy.
It only makes sense because we have already got the 2 a.m. episode in place and scheduled out so that it airs the same day of the year from the previous year. And it's a little confusing, though.
Do you have all the commercials separated still from that time and from the year ago?
Yeah, I have all the commercials, and the ones I don't have, I have to wait to get them.
Oh, good. So that's going to be an extra day for the production end, too.
Yeah, exactly, because that way I don't need to wait for the episode, like tomorrow's episode, to finish today's episode.
Great.
So that was, I think, part of why I thought it was a good idea, and then the rest of it was, just thinking then the 2 a.m. gets a commercial.
It sounds like good ideas all around.
Cool. Then the other thing that I did mention to you, and this is a little bit of a different weird one, but I don't know. I don't want to take up the whole program, but I had another idea.
What else are we gonna do?
This is an idea. I called it either sameness or uniformity week.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So the principle of sameness and uniformity week comes from the idea that sometimes you look at the show and sometimes it's like, oh, it looks very similar, like the same thing is happening, but over 1,541 episodes, there's not been a single episode that has been identical to any other episode.
It's true.
And the idea behind sameness and uniformity week would be to try to create 2 identical episodes of the program. So what you would try to do is you start off and then you do the episode, and then the next day you have yesterday's episode going in through headphones to all the people on the couch listening to that and trying to say the exact same things, just a second or 2 off, and then try to make the same episode. And you do it for 7 days, and just do yesterday's episode again. And
so it's like telephone.
See if you can do it. Yeah, so it'd be telephone. But the idea is not to get it changed, but to try to make it the same.
Yeah, I mean That sounds like a good idea in ideas, like in theory, but I don't know if I want to do that. Like that's hard to.
That also might be a lot of work, but
it sounds like a good idea. I do want to do that, but I also feel like I would still want to do the regular program. Like,
yeah.
So we could do both. I mean, I don't know if I want to do both either, because I don't want to not do the new thing. Well, I thought when you said sameness and uniformity week, I thought maybe we would do.
I think uniformity week would be a good thing to try. It's like part of the whole, experiment of the program. I think possibly.
I mean, it could just be we could just have it as a theme week, and just have that be a week. I like that as a theme because it's not. It's like the opposite of what your regular theme should be, which is more exciting and not sameness. So I think we could go back. I mean, every once in a while, if we feel like doing a theme week, we could, and we could do that one.
Well, I was kind of laughing about this because we have to call Dan Bennett at some point.
Oh yeah, the same thing we did last week.
And when Dan Bennett comes on the program, what is Dan Bennett gonna talk about his science?
Oh yeah, what's gonna happen on those days?
No, Dan Bennett would have to play the part of the guest. So on Sunday, someone would play a guest. There'd be a Kenny, and there'd be a Carl, and there'd be a guest. And then you'd have to call the same people and try to say the same things over again every day. So whoever was the guest plays the guest from the first day.
I like that as an idea. Maybe I think we would be fun as if we got somebody else to do it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
Like,
yeah, it's true.
And I mean that sounds just like so crazy too. It sounds like a good idea. And I don't know, we could put a day on. We don't have a calendar for January 2015, so
I'm sure we could organize.
I'm having trouble organizing the future. We got to find a calendar. So if you see a calendar, grab it.
I'm sure we could organize it, but has there been one person that come on, like 3 different people, or the third person would always be the different person, or would it be?
There's a lot of factors in it. We'll keep that in mind.
Okay, keep it in mind. I'm not saying we do it now, but it'd be a fun idea.
It could happen in the future.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go.
Don't be sorry. It's been 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Okay, bye. Oh, oops. Oh, yeah, I think I hung up on whatever. Here we go. Let's call Dan Bennett. He's scheduled to be here tomorrow on Monday.
It's true.
So hey Dan, how you doing? You gonna be here tomorrow? You're scheduled to be here tomorrow. But first, we gotta listen to his message because he always screens his
phone calls to get past telephone marketers and creditors.
He's worried about creditors, so he screens his phone calls.
Oh, greetings. This is Lord John here.
I'm going to be a creditor in the message.
Minions will deliver it with my poison.
I might be a telemarketer.
Bangers and mash. Yes, well. Good day.
So, yes, hello, Mr. Bennett. This is the operation of Jones and Incorporated.
And I'm some sort of telemarketer.
Yeah,
want to take a survey?
Oh, Mr. Bennett, I'm here to speak to you about your credit.
Oh, you're speaking to Lord Dunzio.
Are you screening your phone calls? Yeah.
Want to take a survey?
Actually, I was waiting for you guys to call. I've gotten like 3 or 4 phone calls. I talked to my sister. I talked to a couple friends. I've been on the phone. It's like, okay, I'm going to do this shit over here and do that shit over there, and they'll call at some point around, around now. And
it's true.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah. Well, I talked to my sister like a few days ago, like 3 or 4 days ago, and she's like, I love it when you do the little Dancio thing. And I'm like, oh, my sister wants me to do a thing. So, oh, yeah, because I love my sister.
That's good.
So fun thing.
Back to Lord Dancio.
Down, man.
What?
I have no control. Well, actually, I do. But
well, it's good that you don't have any self-control because it's time for the dice game.
Time for the final dice game.
Well, it's really, truly, it's all for amusement purposes.
Yeah.
My hope is that you are amused, and people that hear it are amused, and if they hear it more than 4 or 5 times, they're no longer amused. What's up with that?
Was that green dice?
What? Yeah, Dan. Let me guess. 3.
3. I choose 3. Wait. I'm going to use my telekinesis.
Oh, it's too late. Sorry, because you.
Well, shit.
Well, you tied for win anyway, kinda. Wait, I had a 6. I know one of those was a 6.
Yeah.
One of those 5s or no.
So that green was a 6.
What are all the numbers?
1, 3, 5, 5, 5, 6.
Oh, and no one picked a 5?
No one picked a 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
you thought maybe somebody would have picked a 5, but no, nobody did.
And I had a 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about clocks today, and we took out the clock. Also, then we're looking for a calendar. So if you happen to upon a place like they're giving out free calendars, because sometimes that happens, get one or 2 or 3.
Most of the time, if you go to a drugstore or a pharmacy-like place,
yes,
and you ask around this time, say, hey, do you got any calendars? Any kind of like a pharmacy.
They
will have them. Yeah.
Like regular?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of calendars? Are they drug calendars or something?
Yeah. There's usually some sort of a pretty picture of some kind, and then below that is
drugs?
Monkey acetone for those crazy moments. Right?
Yeah.
Right? There will be some sort of a drug or a medication name, right? With some sort of an.
But you ask the pharmacist?
Yeah.
The people who are. I don't know if I've ever talked to pharmacists.
Like Top Foods and Safeway and.
But do you ask the clerks, or do you actually go to the window where they give out the drugs?
Yeah, all these places, there's a little pharmacy in the back where people go to pick up their medications. And most of the time, there's a little pile of calendars.
Huh.
And if you request one, if you don't see one, say, hey, do you got any free calendars? The person will say, I got this little pile up over here.
I think John Webster's on some pills. Maybe he'll give us a calendar. I'm trying to think who goes to pharmacies. That sounds good. Well, hey, Dan, we'll see you tomorrow, right? When regular time or earlier, 9, 8?
Listen, if you're free for earlier, I'm down for earlier.
Let's say 8:30.
8:30? Yeah, that'd be great.
Great.
Sure.
Okay. Well, we'll see you here at 8:30 tomorrow, Dan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and have a good night, and watch out for cats or something.
Yeah, watch out. I mean, it's always good to be cautious. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey, look, this was our original clock. I'm looking over here. This is the clock that we used way back in the day, and it's just been sitting off to the side of the couch every time we move. Oh yeah, you want to get out clock cam? This is what we used to do. This is like we used to have the clock used to be over there, and I would. Well, the reason we called it clock cam is because most of the time I would just leave it. Can we leave? Or is it gonna fall over?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of. Maybe we should put it up on a thing, like try to stack it up a little bit, and then we're gonna. But then you leave the camera there, and then you put down the camera, and then you it's kind of like this, and you go back and you think, oh, Carl's gonna stack up some stuff. We're gonna get clock cam going a little bit better here. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. And then we would cut to clock cam. We would say, how much time we got left? Let's go look at clock cam. And then we would go over to clock cam, and then we were like, oh, look at that. And then we would go back. But I don't have any batteries in clock cam. Maybe we should put batteries in clock cam. And then we'll know how many days of the week. Like when we start the program, we put in the battery back into the clock. So when the program starts, I put a battery into the clock, and when the program ends, I take the battery out so that it stops, and then we'll know how far into the 24-hour day we are, and it'll take 24 day or 12 every 12 days. We'll move over the 12 hours, so we'll know what day in 12 we are, starting with some arbitrary cycle. It sound like a good idea to you? Is it a good plan?
Unfortunately, it's almost like you explained to me algebra or calculus, or some sort of high-level math computational.
Oh, you'll get it. We'll start it
thing,
tomorrow.
It's like,
you'll get it. Let's see.
Dirt.
Didn't follow the idea. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know how well this is going to work because this battery is a little bit stubborn. I'm trying to get the battery out, but it's not wanting to come out, and that's kind of essential to my plan. Is for this battery to be able to be removed, and it's not really happening. Oh well, it's kind of working. I think it might work, but then I got to pop the battery out. Like, yeah, I don't know. Here, let's call Mr. Ginsu back because he left us a message. We'll say, hey, Mr. Ginsu, did you go over? Are you mad? Are you mad? So we're gonna say,
are you relaxed, Dale?
You chilled out? Did you toke your marijuana, Mr. Ginsu? Maybe you got to go take a toke or two to calm your nerves.
What the fuck, over?
Hey, Mr. Ginsu, it's the program. We're on TV again. It's getting down to it. We're close to the end of the show, and we're returning your phone call. You called us before we could listen to your message.
Yeah. What did my message say?
What do you think you're doing?
What the fuck, over?
I think it's
Who's fucking in charge over there? Oh, Kenny's in charge.
Carl's in charge.
Carl fucking works as a piece of shit. He don't work for nobody. He don't do fucking nothing. I ain't doing nothing, he says. I don't work for you. Hey, fuck you. I don't work for you.
Carl's in charge. Carl's in charge.
What the fuck?
Carl's in charge.
Who do you think we've been working together this whole fucking time? Or you think this has been one-sided?
Hey, hello? Tomorrow.
Hey, fuck you.
Oh, okay. Hey,
maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
No, fuck you.
Tomorrow is
now.
The first day. No, Freddie was watching the past, and tomorrow is the first day you left a message for us, and that was in 2010.
4 years ago.
That's because I thought he was working with me.
We're working with you. Don't get so hung up on something.
Yeah. Get off.
Yeah, get off it. Get off that. Get off it. Chill out.
Okay, fine. Thanks, Doc. I needed that.
Go take a puff of your marijuana. That's what I was saying earlier. Hey, it's the end of the program. We made it through another episode of the program without losing consciousness or dying.
We came close, though.
Hey, shut the fuck up, dog.
Hell
yeah, no.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Mr. Ginsu. Thanks, Freddie. And,
if your dog's loud, he should shut the fuck up.
Dan Bennett.
Maybe tomorrow.
Is that it? Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Freddie.
Freddie.
Dan.
Freddie.
Mr. Ginsu.
Mr. Ginsu.
Did he fix the fucking phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dan.
Senseless and Fish Breath.
Fish Breath.
Thank you, guys. We'll catch you out on January 5th or
catch you out.
January 6th, whenever that happens.
Like a fish.
You ain't out in fucking
Tuesday, I believe.
Episode number and date and day of the week.
This is after 10 o'clock and the buses don't run the illness.
TCTV, 11:30 to 2 a.m. Yeah.
11:30 p.m. and 2 a.m.
YDHWM.com. 360-836-4384. Leave a message to get on TV.
Hell yeah, dog.
Crew, you guys want to be on the crew? I'm doing it if you want, though. Not yet.
Not yet.
God damn it.
Hold your horses, bro.
UFO FBI, yeah. TCTV, thank you. Crystal Ball, Lil Bebe, Jordan E. Fabulous, Thurston County, Washington State, USA, thank you.
You guys tell me what the video.
See, you're watching. Hell yeah, dog.
Miley Cyrus doing. Hell yeah, no. This is the last time you watched Miley Cyrus doing her video.